Hey, good Thursday morning, my friends. MLive Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa with the MLive Morning Weather Update. We broadcast on YouTube Live now, so if you want to see the chat, a couple of things here that I can tell you about. We've been working out a notification process, and I think we have a pretty good one. And so what you do is you download the MLive app and allow notifications from it. And I think I saw where you can even allow notifications just from specific things like weather or sports or local news or something like that. So if you're just interested in weather, I mean, I got to pitch MLive, as being a real solid 8. See, there's the notification you would get right now that I'm on live. So download the MLive app. Okay, that's going to be your best way to get notified. And then if you want to see the comments or if you want to chat, you go into the video, the YouTube link, and go from there. All right, so we got all kinds of weather. We got spring in the southern 2/3 of lower Michigan. We've got showers, we got thunderstorms. Doesn't look like anything severe. We have an ice storm, I would say, 1/4 to 1/2 inch of ice across the UP and maybe just south of the bridge. So let's get on into it and show you what's going on. And the place that I want to start is the fact that we are in an active storm track. There's a big storm out on the west coast, and that's going to send several pieces of that main storm our way. Hey, good morning, Carl Yo. Phil Britton, good morning from Marquette. Marquette, we're going to talk about what you have on the way. So, a really nice day today. I would call it mostly sunny for most of us, maybe not the southwest corner, but for most of us, mostly sunny to entirely sunny, and temperatures start to warm up. But the models will show us everything that we need to know. Here is this afternoon, and it's really a light wind pattern and really quite nice. And then this is tomorrow. So we get an initial spurt of some showers or light thunder showers, southern part of the state. This is an hour or two. This is the spring type thing. Hey, we got Grosse Pointe on this morning. Good morning to you. I've never been to Grosse Pointe. I've heard a lot about it, but I've never been there. So this is Friday night, early Saturday morning. That ugly color you see there, purple, pink, whatever it is, it's ugly because that's the worst type of weather. That is freezing rain across all of the UP, and like I said, down to Petoskey, down to Sheboygan, down to Rogers City and toward Alpena. Friday night. So it stays out of the Traverse City area as far as ice. I think this is a good kind of Friday to Saturday morning. This is a good line to look at. Also look at the southern 2/3 of the state. Cadillac southward, mostly dry Saturday morning. This is Saturday morning into afternoon, so still dry. Grand Rapids to Flint southward. Saturday afternoon shaping up to be very nice. And then the showers start in southern lower Michigan. And by the time we get into Saturday night, into Sunday, we'll be showery and thunder showery off and on. Hey, good morning, Tom Ramsey from Hastings. If you all can hit the share button, that's what I haven't figured out is how you share. In Facebook, it was really easy. But I got to tell you, I do like this method a lot better. Facebook was very fickle on the notifications. I like this a lot better. And I just rely on you to tell your friends that this is the way you get your weather. So here's Sunday. Sunday, you see painted light green everywhere. That means spurts of showers. Hard to say when it would be dry right now, but you probably have some hours here and there that do end up dry. And this is then Sunday night. Sunday night looks wet. And we do need it, by the way. We do need several solid spring rains. And then this is Monday, so the colder air starts to sweep down. The rain changes over to snow, maybe some, wet flakes of snow in the air over lower Michigan on Monday as we get cooler. And then already the next storm system, widespread, heading our way as we go into Wednesday and Thursday of next week. So we are definitely in a stormy pattern, and it's because I showed you that storm that's off to the west. So here's another model. This is the high resolution rapid refresh, and it just shows that the clouds and maybe a sprinkle in the southwest corner today, but it's probably so dry that it will not even reach the ground. And here's tomorrow. This is tomorrow morning, 9 o'clock, 10, 11, noon. So tomorrow morning we're going to have a batch of showers and thunderstorms come across Grand Rapids, Lansing, Jackson, Ann Arbor, Detroit, and then it may lift northward during the afternoon up through Flint, Saginaw, the Thumb, and then it shifts north, and then we get into the ice storm up in the far north. So this is the ice accumulation, and this is not good. This can cause widespread power outages across the UP. You're looking at a quarter to a half inch ice accumulation. Northern lower Michigan, Sheboygan County, Emmett County, Presque Isle County, you might have significant icing. And then into the interior around Gaylord, maybe a quarter of an inch. Traverse City area, probably not. And the rest of southern Michigan, probably not. And it's not really a big snow thing because it's a freezing rain system. But here's the total snowfall off of this. And the UP gets into several inches, and Mackinac City maybe gets an inch or two. Some of that can be sleet along with the freezing rain. Now, look at the temperature spread. So today we warm into the 50s for most of us. Northern lower Michigan may be stuck in the 40s. Okay, and thanks for joining, by the way. If you are just joining us, I'm MLive Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa. This is the MLive Morning Weather Update, and we've had a new format over the last week that we think will improve it dramatically, and I believe it will now that we've got the quirks worked out and I understand the whole process. So hopefully you can share this, and the easiest way to share, like we did back in the 80s, you talk to your family and friends and say, hey, you know what? I watched this weather update. And I'm going to ask you, do you get this kind of weather update anywhere else? Ever? No, you don't. Okay, so 50s today we'll call for most of us. Look at the temperature gradient forming as the warm front lifts north. Saginaw could make it to the 60s. Flint could make it, to near 70, and tomorrow Grand Rapids, Lansing, all along I-94, Ann Arbor, Detroit could be 70 degrees or maybe a little bit better. Saturday, southern half of the state pretty mild, southern third of the state quite warm in the 70s. Jenny Steele, good morning to you. And then you see that sharp temperature contrast of colder weather to the north. Sunday, the 60-degree readings come close to Traverse City. That's why you don't have to worry about ice in Traverse City. Southern lower, still very springy. Monday, that's deceiving. That's a morning high temperature probably, and then falling temperatures. And we settle into quite a bit colder on Tuesday, but still at this time of the year, it's going to be hard to stay very cold. We need something really anomalous. We'd need a big reservoir of cold air to come down to do something bizarre, and it's not there right now. This is back to Wednesday. And so temperature's still up and down, but really feeling more springish. So I wanted to leave you with one last thing. I don't really want to go off, but extended forecasts and what you see online from various people. in the long term, to keep it simple, in the long term, look at the ensemble of the European model and the ensemble of the US model. And the ensemble is where they tweak the model many different times, the starting setup, and maybe different equations. I don't know exactly what the tweaks are, but 51 tweaks, and then they average it. So in the extended, we get a better feel. And what it shows is we might cool down some second week in April, cool compared to normal, but remember the normal is still going up. But I don't think we've got a cold spell coming, and I'm getting, messages from people about that. So here's the extended forecast of temperatures, and there's our warm spell as we go into Friday, Saturday, Sunday. There's our little cool spell for a couple of days, Monday, Tuesday. Then the next storm pumps some warm air into our area for a couple of days, and now we're at April 6th and April 7th, and we're running nicely warmer than normal, so that's 50s and 60s. And we get out there to April 9th and 10th and 11th, and this model shows we want to cool down. But you know what? This model has also a very good model, but it's also, remember, forecasted a cold patch in early March that didn't happen. So it wants to keep grabbing some cold air toward the end of it, and those things kind of evaporate. And that's the globe that we live in weather-wise now, a warming atmosphere, a warming globe, a warming oceans, warming atmosphere. So sometimes these cold spells that are out in the future just kind of disappear. There you go. Lots of weather this weekend, and if you're heading to the Mackinac Bridge or northward, it looks like it could be quite dangerous because it looks like it'd be about a quarter to a half inch of ice. So be careful with that. Stay out of that area Friday night and Saturday till we know what's going on. And we'll continue to keep you updated. I'm MLive Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa. This is the MLive Morning Weather Update, and we'll see you back here for tomorrow, and I'll probably be working some on the weekend too, so take care.